What is up, people? So, I know you guys haven't seen me in a long while, and I really haven't released a video in a long while. So, today's topic is very interesting, and I think it is something that a select few people will need in order to, fill that void inside their heart. Maybe someone has been in the same situation as me, or is in a very similar situation as me. So, it is more catered towards males, and particularly males who may not lack the social support they need. And I feel that over the course of my PW journey, I actually learned a bit about anxiety, and I've sort of subconsciously been more aware of my sort of anxiety triggers and sort of reflected a bit slash be more open about this whole improving mental health concept. So, today I'm going to talk about the male loneliness epidemic, and this is particularly targeted towards teens who are like probably 16, 15, and I'll tell you how to get out of it. It's not trying to sell a course, it's just a video saying how I got out of it and how you should get out of it too. Yes. So personally, my experience was very interesting. So what I did was I sort of projected a lot of my anger into the gym and externalize a lot of that anger and put it into the gym and just make insane progress. But I would say, in retrospect, would I do the same thing again? Probably, because you know the gym was like literally my coping mechanism, and I just had a lot of fun in the gym, and I was making decent progress, and I like to see that everyone was sort of supporting me in some sense, and I developed a gym account, so I post all of my lifts there, and well, let's just say not a lot of people who approached me in year 5 really saw the account, but I still posted it there regardless. So let me just give you an overview of some of the problems that you guys may face, for those who may be facing the literally me epidemic. So you may be feeling like left out in social circles. You may be feeling like sort of isolated. People may have spread rumors about you, or in any way, in any cause, and may have caused you to feel this loneliness epidemic. And I tell you what, it is very common for a lot of males to turn to pornography, to turn to these self-help videos, to turn to these deep depression videos. It's like super normal, alright? And I'm here to tell you that whatever you're going through right now, it's okay, it's normal, but you cannot stay in this rut for a long time. Whatever you're going through right now, given your circumstance, is normal, but what you should be doing and what you have to be doing is not normal. Like, it cannot be this way. You cannot stay like this for a very long time. And I remember I actually went on like sort of a, this is very personal, but let's just make this channel more open. I sort of went on a retention journey for about 1 month. So I think over the course of that 1 month, my strength improved, like literally everything shot up, and I was very sort of internally frustrated. They do say that self-relief is a form of stress relief, so that is an interesting thing to consider nowadays. So anyways, a lot of people who are lonely, right, they lack that social connection, they lack that friendships that they can rely back on, and they fill that emotional void by going to vices such as maybe smoking, drinking, or pornography. The most accessible definitely being pornography, especially for the kids who are more sort of like tamed from young slash not really exposed to drugs and alcohol or cigarettes. So definitely pornography is like a very huge issue, and you know what, a lot of people still use it. So yeah, the thing about pornography that is that, if your only interaction with women is just your mom, your sis, and just pornography, you lack enough interaction with a variety of women. Like literally, you have to expand your circle. So it is very harmful when you stay in this mini rut. Like you only meet your relatives. Let's say you only meet your relatives, your family, for female interaction. I'll just put it very bluntly here. It's not enough. It's like you can still formulate a kind of screwed up fantasy in your mind that views women in a very vile way. So what I'm trying to say is that you need to interact with more women, and the most easy fix is to join a community. This is not what a lot of people talk about. This is literally not what a lot of people talk about. They always say self-improvement, go to the gym, work out, what meditation. You think that's gonna solve the issue? That's not gonna solve the issue. You have to look at the root cause of the problem, which is not enough social interaction, or aka you feel lonely. So what you really need to do to solve that is to interact with more women. Like most of the time, let's say you have a very skewed view on, let's say a racist has a very skewed view on a certain race of people, but they get to interact more with their race, and then they realize that, my stereotypes aren't true. It's the same thing for pornography. Pornography has radicalized and programmed your brain to view women in a certain way and to view them with certain stereotypes. And those stereotypes are especially, let's just put it that way, sexual. So you have to remove that space in your head. You have to remove this obsession in your head, not by just working on yourself, because self-improvement is only one part of the journey. I swear to you, self-improvement encompasses a lot of other things. It may seem like, okay, I grind by myself in the corner, I do this, I do that, right, all by myself. No, if your social skills are the problem that's leading you to have these weird fantasies and obsessions, you have to go and socialize with people. It just doesn't make sense to work on yourself when you're like, okay, maybe you're fucked up mentally and you have to go work on yourself, fair, but does it really make sense that your view of woman is skewed and you do nothing about it other than work on yourself? I have to put it very bluntly here, that is not the solution, and how I overcame these kind of problems is by interacting with more women. It naturally shifts your perception of them, and you have to interact with them regularly, not just one times a week or two times a week, and not just like, oh, you see girls in your school walk by. That's not interaction. You have to talk face to face with them, one-to-one interaction. And it may be awkward at first, and you may still view women in a very vile way, but the best part is discovering women's personality, women's character, to realize that they're really just the same. They're the same as humans. So you automatically slowly fade that view away from you, fade that very obscure view of woman being, sorry, I got interrupted back there. So of this view of woman being like this weird fantasy in your head. You have to get that out of your head. That is the number one thing, and the best way to do it is, sorry, let's go just that properly, is to interact with real women. Stop interacting with digital women. Stop looking at your favorite streamer. Stop looking at his favorite Instagram influencer. You know what? We've all been there, done that. You have to remove that thought in your head. Now, another thing. Okay, so that's the first part, right? The woman part. Now you actually have to think, how do I sort of improve myself personally? Got the social skills nailed down. A lot of guys, I'll tell you this, from my experience, I've seen a lot of guys who aren't exactly like the best looking dudes. They talk to women with ease. That is the first stage that you have to pass through. You have to talk to women with ease. It doesn't matter how attractive you are or whatever. You have to be like literally a Paris Saint Laurent god in order to just pull any woman out of literally any freaking vicinity. You have to be a PSL god to be like literally a, meow magnet. Yeah, so first step, interacting with women. Second step, so once you get this effed up mentality out of the way, you start to realize that, oh shit, now I actually need to go and improve my value as a person, because people just look down on me and not talk to me properly. And it's true, literally, like the better shape you are in, slash the more physically attractive you are, you will be treated differently by people. I can speak from personal experience. This is very, very true. And the thing about being in shape is that it does separate you from the mob. Literally. You see any random guy who's like, you know, your age, 16, 17. Now, a lot of guys are going to the gym, that's for sure. But how many are actually, like, how many actually have a good physique? Not a lot. I would say, other than the sports people, even amongst the sports people, some of them look like twigs. So, you really want to build a good physique, okay. I mean, I'm a swimmer. I've always had a good physique, but just that I needed more muscle to enhance the frame, right? So, what you need to do is to hit the gym. If you've never hit the gym before, let's just say, you need to hit the gym twice a week. And on each day, let's say you do 2 full body days. That's it. That's all you have to do. Squat, bench, deadlift. That's all you gotta do. Repeat that twice a week. It's that simple. Yes. Or a more effective method would probably be bench and tries. So bench, tries, and chest work. Done. Then, on your second day, deadlift, squat, as well as leg accessories in order to improve your leg strength. So 1 upper body day, 1 lower body day. Super simple. If you have been researching about the gym for a long time, you know, you really want to get serious into it, not just like get into overall good shape. If you really want to get serious into it, this is the split that I recommend. Upper, lower, upper. That's the split I'm currently using. And it's, you know, giving me some pretty good results. So upper, you want to do chest, shoulders, thighs, and then you stop there. Right. Get out of the way. So chest, you do bench press, you do, you know, chest press or your chest flies. Dumbbell or machine doesn't matter. Shoulders, you do overhead press, lateral raises. Yeah. Overhead press, lateral raises. Tries, you do tricep pushdowns and skull crushers. Super simple. So I've just given you like a quick and easy guide to sort of hitting the gym and prioritizing your lifts. On legs, you do deadlifts, squats. Deadlifts will help to work your spinal erectors. And squats, yes. And yeah, pretty much. You can pretty much just do that. Leg extensions if you really want a leg development, and hamstring work. Yes. As for the next upper body day, you're gonna hit a pull day. So power bent over rows, guaranteed 100% back stimulation. Your back is gonna grow. Rows are the tried and tested method. Just do a barbell, you'll see your back literally explode. Help with my pull-ups as well. Pull-ups, and I think complete back development, really getting that full range of motion, and of course to decompress your spine as well. Pull-ups are pretty great. Biceps, preacher curls, standing barbell curls. Done. Literally. Yeah. Literally. That's it. Like, it's that simple. Okay. So once you follow these things, you can pretty much just go about your gym journey. I just realized I spoke a lot in depth about talking about the gym, but I didn't really go into like talking about to women. So let's just repeat my point. Okay. You want to get into a community where it's mixed gender, so you're more accustomed to talking with women. You know, you can stick with the guys for a while, but eventually, you know, they'll force you to interact with the women, and that will firstly kickstart. Okay, how do I put this? That will first put your, oh shit, how do I say this? That will first, excuse me for a moment, that will first put you on the right track to talking with a woman and holding a normal conversation. Believe me or not, there are some guys who actually struggle with that, and I know that if you're still watching up to this point, you're probably a guy struggling with that. So hold a normal conversation with a woman, talk about admin stuff, and then you can talk about personal stuff. And you know, through the several lectures that you get, or the rebuttals that you get from women, you'll learn what to say and what not to say. Yeah, I was very blessed to basically be raised by a woman, Like I was literally raised by my mom and my sis, so it's like it's super simple. It's literally so simple to get to talk to women. It's so simple. It has literally never been easier. Uh, and there's a lot of excess. You want to avoid the one-on-one dates first, because they can be very intimidating at times, and I totally agree with that. So you want to avoid the one-on-one dates first. You want to go hang out as a group, and that's where you can start talking to women. That's the first stage, preliminary stage. Level 2 difficulty, you want to upgrade. What you gotta do, you gotta talk to 2 women that are mid. Okay, I know this is gonna offend a lot of people, and I'm gonna get cancelled in school for this. But you gotta talk to women who sort of like aren't like supermodel. Oh shit. I mean like aren't like supermodel kind of attractive. Because when you jump straight there, you're obviously going to be intimidated. Same for guys, same for anyone starting on social interaction. If you literally talk to someone who looks like God, you're going to get nervous and you're going to get distracted. You aren't going to focus on your main social skills that you have to develop. It's the same thing with women. Yes. So, for women, what you want to do is you want to talk to them 1-on-2. I challenge you 1-on-2. It's literally so simple. Because you get to talk about your CCA, you get to shit talk other people, because that's what, almost said it, because that's what a lot of people like to do, right? Yes, gossip, stuff like that, this is what, okay, I really cannot say this, but it's kind of what girls enjoy, yeah. Okay, any sister or any girl will agree with me on this. Like, they literally talk about other people a lot. And one thing when you interact with women is you'll realize they really do talk a lot about other people. And I know some guys who are like this as well. And so it's not exclusive to women. It's not exclusive to guys. It's just a thing that you have to get over, because probably your current clique is not that socially attuned to, shit talk other people. So I'm sorry, you gotta get into the toxic zone, man. You gotta get into the toxic zone a bit and sort of like shit talk other people. But another thing is watch your mouth, because rumors can spread very fast. What you want to do is listen to other people shit talk on other people. These are some tips that most of y'all will not understand. Listen to people shit talk about other people, and just keep quiet on the side. You observe and you learn how people speak. It's like literally so freaking simple. And if you really want to gossip about other people, what you can do is say good stuff about them. You won't get any backlash. You can't get any backlash this way. This is literally so genius. I mean, that's personally what I do. It's like, oh, I heard that he's very good, blah blah blah, and blah blah blah. That's a way of sort of talking behind someone's back, but also complimenting them. So, I don't know. You can try that out, man. That is one way to increase your interaction with women. To literally just be normal, cause you have to like internalize this. Okay, your current social circle is not diverse enough in terms of communication and talking. It's not diverse enough to the point where you can literally talk about anything under the sun, right? You're probably focused on like a certain, I don't know, certain clique, certain like you're obsessed over one thing. Yeah, what you have to do is talk with more women. It's that simple. It's just like when you go to the gym, right? They say, how do I build muscle? How do I get in shape? Go to the gym. It's that simple. So fundamental principle is literally just doing it consistently. That's the thing that I think a lot of people don't do. They will say, oh, maybe I went to the gym like once this week. Okay, that's good. But are you going to the gym once every week? That's the thing. Most people don't. So that's why they aren't seeing the results. The same thing applies to talking to women. And for women, it's a communication skill. You have to learn. It's really not that they are like another creature from another dimension. They're not. They're just women. They're just human. They think exactly the same way like you. Maybe not exactly, but they have the same kind of general thought processes as you. They usually think about the same things. Other people, popular friends, this celebrity, whatever. This guy doing this, or like whatever happenings are going around in school, they're thinking the exact same thing as you. So just go to two women and talk to them. Talk to them, God's sake. Yes. Anyways, back to the formal discussion. And then next, I want to challenge you to talk with two, so it's not that intimidating. You can sort of shift your attention and your focus. Talk to two people who you find attractive. It's like, it sort of mentally trains you, because okay, the number one thing that I think guys struggle a lot with in terms of talking to women is they want to talk to this girl who is like their dream girl, you know, looks fantastic, looks freaking awesome from any angle, but they're too scared to do so. What you gotta do? Exposure therapy, my man. It's literally that simple. Just talk to people who you may find to be more facially attractive, and believe me, the fear eventually goes away. You know, and one thing is that when you talk to people who are usually more attractive, you gotta keep in mind that they do treat different people differently. So that means if you're a guy who's out of shape, they're probably not gonna give too much attention to you. If you're a guy who's really not like sort of attractive to them, you do see the difference in treatment. I'm gonna warn you guys about this first. You will see the different treatment, so make sure you get your hair right. I need to work on that. Make sure you get your skincare right. I need to work on that too. And make sure you get in shape. Getting in shape is one way to build trust and sort of portray yourself as an accountable person. So, I mean, getting in shape does make you a more accountable person as well, because you're more disciplined, you know, you don't miss a lift. So, yeah. Any new hobby that you embark on, honestly. And that's one thing I've been wanting to say, that you can't just be stuck in this little hole forever. You can't just like, self-improvement. Shut your big... Oh, never mind. Shut your ass up. Self-improvement, you need social improvement, you need to interact with people. Okay, yes. Okay, another thing. That's literally it. Make sure you're someone who is presentable. And by being presentable, I mean physically presentable. Make sure you're someone who's socially presentable. That means that you have accumulated so much social interaction that you literally can converse with anyone. If I put a gun to your head, you can converse with anyone about anything. Make sure you be adept enough to do that. One good way to do that is also to talk with, let's say, your canteen vendors. That's a very good way to do that. You know, you can just ask straight away. The first thing that comes to your mind, how is your business doing? Super simple. You know, they'll probably give you like more food in the future to bulk, because you know your skinny ass needs bulk. So it's a win-win situation. And thirdly, just interact with women more specifically. Don't just be stuck to your internal clique. Interact more with women, and you will see that it is really not that interesting. It's the same thing. Like you literally observe how people interact, observe how people behave, observe blah blah blah, stuff like this. It's like you can see through them almost. You know, they can't trick you with their intentions anymore. You know when you're getting played and absolutely made fun of subtly in front of everyone. You have to go through that whole experience, and then you'll find yourself. It's that simple. Practice, trial, error, done. Yes. So this is my guide to escaping male loneliness. I know this is like super cringy. Some people are going to see this as some like Sigma male kind of video. It's not. It's literally literally the anti-thesis to Sigma male content. To be the antithesis to be like cold and like unapproachable and silent. No, reverse that. You gotta start getting more normal. That this is your channel for self-improvement. You really wanna improve yourself, more aspects, join me. You know, who knows what you might learn. And if any of you guys related to this whole situation right now, take my advice. And oh, one last piece of advice, by the way. Get yourself in a corporate job. That will literally change the way you see people a lot. because you're gonna have colleagues who make fun of you because you know you're the young and inexperienced guy. They're gonna pick fun at you for that. They're gonna make super vile jokes, and just be prepared to face it all, man. Yeah, and eventually you sort of learn how to take the disrespect, and you learn that. Oh, Jesus! I thought my lip was crooked. Never mind. You learned. Oh wait. I'm thinking. You learn how to sort of just ignore it and like remove yourself from situations where you're totally being disrespected. I'll leave that for part 2, man, some other day. But this is part 1 of your anti-sigma male, the part 1 of the anti-thesis to the sigma male degeneration. The sigma male troupe. Yes. I'll see you next time.